So here's a quick way that helps me understand Monteggia's and Galeazzi fractures in cases where the MUGGER acronym is just not sticking for me. I'm more of a visual learner, so this is another way that could possibly work. So start off by drawing out a lateral forearm. So you've got your humeral condyles here. It does not have to be a aesthetically perfect drawing. It just needs to look goofy enough to understand. Then there is the radius here, so radius is bigger here, and the smaller radial head is here. And then the smaller ulnar head is here, and it becomes a big bone more proximally with the olecranon right here. And then all of the little carpals are here. Just doodle out the carpals for good measures. And then the fingers are, well, the metacarpals are all here. They're not part of the drawing. They're just there for aesthetics. And to give a bit of contextual clues. Running through the middle is the interosseous membrane right here. And now write it in alphabetical order. So Galeazzi and Monteggia's right, so here at the bottom. So G comes earlier in the alphabet, so you will write it on the left-hand side. And Monteggia's comes later in the alphabet, so it will go on the right-hand side. That goes into giving more contextual clues because Galeazzi fracture is disruption to the radio-ulnar, to the distal radio-ulnar joint that is disrupted. And because G is at the top in this drawing, that means that it is a proximal, just writing abbreviated, proximal radial shaft fracture. And in another color, more proximally, so Monteggia's goes here, so it is a proximal ulnar shaft fracture with anterior dislocation of the radial head. So you still need to remember the specifics of what is happening. This just helps put it into more context to remember that this is the order that is happening in. Also remember that Galeazzi fractures are happening in younger children, while Monteggia's is the one that can happen in adults. But this is the one that tends to occur in 4 to 10-year-olds. And this one is in more older children. And that's just another way that helps me remember Monteggia's and Galeazzi fractures.